How's it going, everyone? I'm TheGamingRaptor. Welcome back to another For Honor video. In today's video, I'm going to be going over Gladiator in For Honor. Gladiator is another assassin in the game that is honestly very popular. He's one of the more easy assassins to get into. If you're trying to get into assassins, you definitely want to play with Gladiator. Gladiator, of course, is easy, and he is a stamina preserver and is mix-up intensive. So in today's video, I'm going to go over everything about Gladiator in this video and help you get used to Gladiator a bit more if you're having a hard time understanding him. And I'll also show you guys some combos later on in the video. But let's get straight into it. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to go over is Gladiator and his chains. Now, Gladiator's chain combo is like this. So he can do light, and a heavy, which is a good chain right there. And he can do light and a heavy, which the heavies themselves are only 2 chains. Now, the lights, you can light spam with Gladiator. I would refrain from light spamming as always, because honestly, light spamming is not good at all, bro, in my opinion. And you can get 1, 2, 3, 4 attacks off from just lighting. And if you want to, after the 4 lights, you can just go with the heavy right after to get more damage. But again, like I said, you don't want to just spam with those attacks. You just want to use them for pressure. That's pretty much what you want to use them for. So you go for lights, mixing it up with anything else, light, heavy, in the zone or whatnot, just mixing it up, the whole shebang. But what you also need to know is that his heavies basically have a 2-hit chain combo right here, and his lights, well, you can just spam those lights if you want to and probably get a 4-hit chain with them, but at the same time, you don't want to spam them. All right, next I'm going to go over his entire dodge attack. So Gladiator has 3 sets of dodge attacks. Now, the first one we're going to go over are the lights. So here are his side dodge lights. His side dodge lights do 15 damage on both sides, right and left. All you gotta do is move the left stick plus A, pressing RB. If you're on Xbox, it's the same way for PlayStation. Now, for PC, I do not know, since I don't play For Honor as much on PC. I mainly play it on Xbox. That's just how it is for me. And Gladiator does have a front forward dodge light, which is called Crowd Pleaser. It's a front. All you gotta do is move the left stick forward plus A and press RB, mainly the light button. And with the front forward dodge light, it's really good to use this for chasing people that are low and are running away. So say if this warden was very low and he was running away, I would use this to just end them instantly if they're trying to run away. Now, sometimes the opponent will bait this. Now, what I mean by that is if the opponent decides to fake the run and then go straight for a light parry, that's what they'll probably do. Like, sometimes people will do that. They will, and it sucks. It's demoralizing, but don't let that stop you. If they continue to run away or whatnot, or if they're like running away legitimately, then you can just use it to kill them. Also, Gladiator does have a sucker punch, which is mainly moving the left stick right, left, or forward and pressing X, and you'll basically get the sucker punch here, which is honestly pretty cool. Now, the thing about the sucker punch is that it's good for pressure, but at the same time, it's bad because it's vulnerable to a guard break. So say like the warden here decides to dodge the sucker punch here, and then they dodge it, they basically guard break me, I instantly take that guard break, or I take that damage after that. So it's vulnerable to a guard break, so you don't want to spam the sucker punch too much. You really want to use it wisely. So say if you're throwing out different attacks or whatnot, and then you decide to mix it up, going for this hero after, you can definitely do that with Gladiator. That's another good mix-up you can do with him to get the punch in. Now, there are times where the opponent will literally throw out attacks. You can use the punch to just dodge the attack and get the punch out and go with whatever mix-up you want to go with. So it's all about timing, and it's all about just understanding the pattern of the opponent on what they're going to do. If they're going to throw out attacks all willy-nilly, then you can use the sucker punch to stop that and throw out a heavy if you want to, or just throw anything out. And also, you can get the heavy off of a sucker punch sometimes, but not all the time, since this isn't guaranteed. It's not guaranteed as much, since people will just block it. So you don't want to throw the heavy out. You can use it to feint it. That's what you can do, but you don't want to use it to just throw out a heavy after. I mean, sometimes you'll get lucky, sometimes you won't. It just depends on the opponent. Next, we're going to talk about Gladiator's toe stab. Now, Gladiator does have a toe stab. It's mainly this. All you got to do the toe stab is pull back on the left stick and press X, and you'll be able to do the toe stab, which does around 10 damage and costs 12 stamina. Now, the toe stab, in my opinion, is not that bad of a move. It's honestly pretty good for getting more damage. That's what I think about the toe stab. It's honestly really good to mix it up and get more damage off, and to go into your skewer mix-up too. Since you can use the toe stab, go into the skewer mix-up, and you can continue doing it if you want to, or just do something different. Like, I love doing this with Gladiator a little bit sometimes. Like, I'll use the toe stab, feint the skewer, toe stab, feint the skewer. I'll sometimes do that. I mean, me and my friends also did a really funny thing where all 4 of us would go as Gladiator and just spam the toe stab every single time. It was hilarious. Oh, that was too funny, honestly, bro. And also, with the toe stab, you can still knock people down with the toe stab, but they have to be out of stamina. So if the opponent is out of stamina, you can go for the toe stab, And you can go for a heavy after if you want to, or if you get them on the ground, you can go straight for the skewer and get that bleed damage too. So with the toe stab, if they're out of stamina, you can basically get a free heavy, or you can get yourself a free skewer and get them on the wall if they're near a wall too. Well, yeah, this is out of stamina, but if they didn't have stamina, they'd be on the wall, so yeah. Next, we're going to go over Gladiator Skewer. Now, Gladiator Skewer is a bit easy and simple to get out. It's mainly in his chains. So if you, like, say, go for light or heavy, if you go for light, you basically pull back on the left stick and press right trigger, or you just hold right trigger. So light, hold right trigger, or pull back on left stick, press right trigger, and then go for heavy right after. You'll be able to get the skewer like that. Now, the skewer itself does do some bleed damage as well. So if you just hold the skewer like this, you'll be able to get some bleed damage there. Now, the bleed damage goes for 2, 2, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. It's mainly that. That's how much damage the skewer does, really, when it comes to the bleed damage. Now, with the skewer, you can also get it off of a heavy 2, which, of course, you can get the skewer off like that. And you can also get it off of the toe stab that I showed you earlier today. You can get off of that as well. Mainly, you can get the skewer off during chains. Like, during chains, you can get the skewer off. And you can also get the skewer off from a deflect, too. So if you're able to get a deflect off, you can basically get the skewer off. And you'll be able to get that bleed damage, too. Now, in my opinion, it's just very flashy to get the skewer off from a deflect. It really is. It's just so flashy. And also, if you're able to get the deflect off on a wall or near the wall, you can go for a punch right after. Now, the guard break, you don't get that as much. You don't. I just did that on accident. And also, if you're near a wall, you can throw your opponent on the wall after your skewer, which is honestly pretty cool. Next, we're going to go over Gladiator's counter jab. Now, Gladiator does have a parry counter, which is called a counter jab. Now, all you gotta do is just press X after a parry. So after you parry, press X. And you basically get that parry counter jab. And you can also go for a heavy after if you want to. If you want to throw it out, you can. Sometimes I won't throw it out. I'll just mix it up and go for something different, like a toe stab or something. But yeah, the parry counters are mainly good for pressure and draining away stamina a little bit, because you can see a bit of the stamina was drained a bit from that warden. That's mainly what the parry counter jab is honestly pretty good for. It's just draining stamina away a little bit. That's what I see it. Alright, the next thing I want to go over is Gladiator Zone. Now, Gladiator Zone is honestly one of the best zones in the game, in my opinion. Now, all you gotta do to press the zone, or do the zone, is press right bumper and right trigger both on Xbox. Just press them both, and you basically get the zone off like this. It's honestly my favorite zone, and of course, it's like I said, it's the best one in the game, since you can also feint the zone mid combo as well right here. So mid zone, mid animation, you can just cancel it by feinting it, and that's it. And you can also go for the skewer after you get the full zone off if you want to. Or if you just want to, you can mix it up and go for a toe stab, which makes it look a bit flashy in my opinion. But overall, the zone, it does around 14 damage. Not that bad. Honestly, really good to use this for killing your opponent off if they're very low. Or if you just want to mix it up, throw it in there, go for your skewer, and so on. So yeah. And here's Gladiator's running attack. It's mainly a heavy that does around 18 damage. Now if you're a bit farther away, like right here, and you throw this, you can get a punch off, which is honestly pretty cool to use in Dominion in my opinion. Alright guys, so that's gonna do it for the entire moveset for Gladiator. Now I'm going to show you guys some combos that I know with Gladiator, and you can use these as practice combos, or you can use them as combos of your own if you're playing with Gladiator, or if you're new playing with Gladiator, you can use them. Well, let's get straight into it. Alright, so this one is a pretty simple, easy combo. Here is the front forward light into the skewer, letting it fly, letting that damage go. Just letting that bleed damage go. So just a little combo here. Alright, so for this first combo, I have to go for light into toe stab, feint the skewer, go for guard break into a heavy. Now for this next one here, I have to go for heavy into a toe stab, into the skewer, letting it fly. Alright, so for this one, I want to be near a wall. Now I go for light, go for toe stab, let the skewer fly, get them onto the wall, go for another heavy. Now for this next one, I will start off with the zone, going for the zone, let that skewer go, feinting it, go for a heavy, and go for a toe stab right after you get the heavy. Sometimes you will get that toe stab off, sometimes you won't. The opponent might dodge it. It really depends. Alright, so for this next one, I do a feint my heavy, go for toe stab, feint the other heavy, go for the zone, go for the skewer, feint the skewer into a heavy, or into a guard break and into a heavy. Now, it does cost a bit of stamina, but it can be worth it a little bit. Now, for the next one, I like to go for the side dodge light, feinting the heavy, going to the toe stab, feinting the skewer, going into a heavy after the guard break. Now, for this next one, I like to feint my zone into the toe stab, letting the skewer fly, getting them on the wall, going for a heavy. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for those combos. Now, these are combos that you can use for practicing, or you can use them in game if you want to. It really is up to you guys. Next, we're gonna look at the feats that I usually take with Gladiator that work for me in Dominion. So yeah, let's go ahead and get straight into it. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, so here we are at the feats. Now, I'm gonna just go over the feats that I usually take with Gladiator, and I will leave the entire information hub down below for all of you guys if you want to look at the entire feat list for Gladiator to look at the feats and look at the information that they have. But here we go. For my first one, what I took is Bounty Hunter. This here is a passive. You gain health and stamina whenever you kill another hero. So whenever I kill another hero, I'll be able to get some health back, which I honestly like this, as it basically is like lifesteal in a way. So that's why I want to take Bounty Hunter. For tier 2, I take Haymaker. This here is a passive. Punches, kicks, and throws, they will do damage. So if I have tier 2 on and I'm able to get my punches off, I'll be able to use the punches to just get damage off. Like, the punches in Dominion and Breach and pretty much in every 4v4 mode are honestly really good if you have Haymaker. I honestly would recommend taking this if you want to get extra damage, or like Haymaker, or for your punches. So if you want to take that for like the sucker punch for Gladiator, you can definitely take that. For tier 3, I take the Boulder Us. Now, this here is the projectile that deals low damage and it traps enemies for a short time. Now, I like taking this. It's really good for crowd control. That's really all I gotta say about it. Really good for crowd control. It doesn't do that much damage. Really good to get some heavies, or just mainly toe stab off, or anything really. So definitely would take this if you want to, if you're wanting to take it for crowd control. And for the final one, I took Roar of the Crowd, which greatly raises his attack and sprint stats. So this will help with Gladiator's entire attack, raise it a lot, and his sprint too, make him a bit fast, which is really good if you're trying to go and capture a zone that the opponent already captured and you're like breaking, so you need to like capture that. Or if you're wanting to chase an enemy down that is like running away from you because you were close to killing them, then yeah, you can definitely take that. But Roar of the Crowd isn't that bad of a feat. A really cool feat in my opinion. I really would recommend taking this if you're wanting to use it to get more attack and to chase your opponent down, of course, and to also stop the team from breaking too. So yeah, not that bad of a feat if you want to take it for Dominion or Breach, to be honest. Alrighty guys, here we are for the gear perks. I'm going to go over the gear perks as best I can. Now, if you're wanting the entire information hub for these gear perks, I will leave the information hub down in my description. But let's get straight into it. So for the first one that Gladiator has is Galestorm. Upon hero kill, gain 20% movement speed for 10 seconds. For his second one, he has Devourer. Upon execution, heal an additional plus 10 health. For his third one, he has Early Reaper. Upon spawn or when revived, first attack deals 30% more damage. And for his fourth one, he has Endurance. When gaining a renown level, receive 3% stamina cost reduction. Max gain is 4. And for the fifth one, he has Survival Instinct. When in critical health, gain 25% stamina cost reduction. For his sixth one, he has Crush Them. Upon hero kill, your next attack deals 30% more damage. And for his final one, which is Headhunter, for each unique player/bot hero executed, increase max health by 4. Now, for these gear perks, I would recommend taking Crush Them, Early Reaper, and I would also recommend Devour too, because Devour itself, upon execution, you will heal some health too. So that's why I'm taking Devour. Early Reaper, upon spawn or being revived, I mean, the first attack, it does 30% more damage if you're being revived or spawn. So honestly, we'll take Early Reaper. Now the final one, like Crush Them itself is not that bad of a freaking gear perk. It's honestly a really good gear perk. Some people say it's not, but it is. It's a really good gear perk. Like, upon a hero kill, your next attack, it does 30% more damage too. So overall, I'm just going for more of a DPS build. So that's what I'm trying to do with Gladiator. I mean, he's an assassin, so of course I want to get more damage in my kit. So yeah, that's why I'm taking pretty much Devour and Early Reaper. Crush Them, I don't have them yet. I'm gonna try and get Crush Them as best I can for Gladiator. It's gonna be a grind, but I can definitely get it. But I would highly recommend going for Crush Them. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Here we go. We are going to be doing a duel here, dudes. Now, I'm just showing you guys this gameplay of a duel that I've done, and this is against a pirate. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all, like, at first, this pirate honestly was a bit of a pain. Really was. This pirate was not to be messed with at all, and plus, this pirate was trying to do some tactics here that really was confusing me a bit. But hey, I was getting through it big time. So the pirate, of course, trying to go for heavy, trying to feint it. I get this light parry here, which is honestly really good. I was able to get the toe stab there too. Now, for me, I am trying to be a bit passive aggressive. I'm not trying to be very aggressive because I know like the pirate might side dodge me, and with pirate, she is just the best in duels, I would say. Well, I'm not gonna say the best, but she's really good in duels. Even in fours, she's really good. Just because of her, well, her side dodges and everything, man, it's just so crazy. But I was able to get the guard break here, and I was able to get that heavy. I was able to get that toe stab. I was able to go for the zone there. And I was trying to go for that last heavy to see if I could catch her, but I didn't get it. And she was able to get a guard break on me. I was able to lose that match right there. That was like, yikes for me, okay, because I honestly just didn't expect the pirate to go for the guard break. I really didn't. I thought the pirate was just gonna, I don't know, like go for a side dodge or something, man. But she went for the guard break, and yeah, that was a bad execution on my part for round 1. But here we are in round 2. Now, round 2, it's pretty much going to be the same way. I mean, I was messing up a bit here in round 2. I was trying to go for the skewer a little bit, trying to get that skewer mix up going. I threw a heavy just to see what she would do. She would parry that, and she was going straight for her heavy, but she went for their side dodges, which some side dodges for pirate are crazy. Able to parry her right there, try to go for a guard break, didn't work out right there. And I able to get the zone here, but I was only able to get some damage. Now, I wanted to try and throw off the cliff, but I couldn't do it. I just couldn't get it, bro. Just couldn't get it. And she was able to side dodge me, or no, not side dodge me, but she was able to dodge me, get a guard break, and she didn't go for the heavy after that guard break. I don't know why, but hey, I mean, she pushed me. So I was able to get a guard break on her, get that heavy, and yeah, she had that hyper armor on her front forward dodge heavy, which is unblockable too, and has hyper armor, which is honestly crazy for pirates. So yeah, round 2 was just not the best at all. I didn't execute the best here in round 2, but round 3, oh boy, round 3, man. This is where I honestly was starting to make a bit of a comeback here, because I didn't want to go out just going 3-0, man. I don't want that. I really don't. Not even in duels, because I'm a duelist. Remember, guys, I like doing duels and 1v1s a lot. So I was able to get this light parry here on the pirate, and well, I was trying to execute with the skewer, didn't work out again, and I was able to get this little deflect here, that flashy deflect right there from Gladiator. It's just too beautiful, man. I was able to go for this punch here, try to get the skewer again, got it again. I didn't go for the wall. Now, the reason for that is because I guess it was the angle. I don't know. Almost had her with that, dude. I always try to go for that skewer mix-up and try to feint it, but she was able to get the guard break here. Got that little block there on the light, and I was able to kill her with the toe stab instantly. So I was able to get the toe stab, able to just bring myself back here in round 2, which was really good because I needed to get this win, because I did not want to go 3-0. I don't want that. I really don't. I want to be able to show you guys what I can do with Gladiator, and I'm doing really good. Trying to go for my skewer mix-up and trying to just try to pressure my skewer mix-up. Try and just add the little pressure. So with round 4 here, well, this round was a bit, well, not easy, but it was just very, very crazy. I mean, we were just both going back and forth, just being very, very passive with each other. We weren't trying to be aggressive. We were trying to wait for the first person to make a move. And, well, the pirate was over here making moves on me, and it was just crazy. So she was going for that front forward dodge heavy, which, again, I hate it, man, I swear. But I was able to get that skewer off, get some damage going. Got a punch on her. Now, right here, she was trying to throw me off. I don't know why she threw me off, but I punched her right there, and I decided to just go ahead and just do that to her. Get that vault in. I decided to just ledger. That's all. It was ledger. Get that little sky attack. 2,000 damage. That's fine. I will take that. Now, round 5 here is for all the marbles here, as we are both honestly trying to win this game. Like, it is like a freaking championship right now, dude. I don't know why. But she was able to get a guard break off of a whiffed side dodge lights. Was able to get that punch off. Now, I didn't get the skewer. She was able to guard break me off that skewer, which, again, vulnerable to a guard break for most of Gladiator's attacks. Like, his attacks are mainly vulnerable to a guard break. All of his punches, his skewer too, all vulnerable to a guard break if the opponent dodges them and then gets the guard break off. And she was able to get this, like, unblockable heavy here, and I was able to get the skewer off, able to get a heavy off, which helped me big time. I'm glad I parried that, because if I didn't, I honestly would have lost right there. Now, right here, I was trying to go for some light parries. She messed up right there by hitting the wall, and right now she's just trying to bait me, and I don't like that. So I go for my front forward dodge light, decided to go for the guard break, got that damage, went for the toe stab, and ended her right then and there. Beautiful execution, was able to get the comeback, 3-2. That was awesome. Yeah, guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. I do hope you guys enjoyed today's video on Gladiator. I honestly enjoy playing with Gladiator in For Honor. He's like still one of my favorite assassins to play with, because I honestly enjoy his entire kit. overall, he's honestly my favorite and just so fun to play with. Now, I do want to hear what you guys think about Gladiator in the comments down below. Leave your comments, what you guys think about Gladiator and For Honor, and what do you think should be changed about him? Is there anything that should be changed? Should he be reworked, or should he like be nerfed or buffed? Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. But yeah, guys, with that being said, I'm TheGamingRaptor. Make sure you guys again like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you're new, and also comment again below what you think and share your thoughts. I will see you guys in the next video. All right, guys, peace out.